What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
Going to swing it on second down. Right on the money. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that
what's going on, Baylor?
Intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. From the gun, running back on the move. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
He'll get rid of it. And that one's incomplete. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Saunders. He's got it up. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs, making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. From the 1, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fitted in the window for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got the quick completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch In the middle, it's Clark. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Harmon. Still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing?
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep
the offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if they're
going for it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Georgia Southern. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas,
thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's a heat. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Haynes. Picks up the 1st down. Out of bounds at the... that they're out of trouble. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Look out, he's got room. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Penn State. The defense putting points on the board.
That's unfortunate for Tulane.
Moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Tulane right back to the line. To the air on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Tulane now facing third and forever. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's Preston. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They punt it away on fourth down. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's strong. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. They're trailing by just 4 to UNLV. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Preston.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Got it in the middle, it's Reed. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Tulane lines up on third and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Preston. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Dynasty Lions going back to work on offense now. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Creates a little, just steamrolling the defense. Turning it on.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Finds his man. It's Jamison. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's strong. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Finds his big tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and scores on the sneak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle, it's Preston. And they're able to get him down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously some exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Grab, go to the middle. It's Harmon. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Grab behind the line. It's Harmon. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Harmon. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Preston. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do.
season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on last year's national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. So Pittsburgh's offense will take the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run play action. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Pressure all over the the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has...
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the second quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Fires to the wideout. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fakes to grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
From the gun on third down. Gets it out quickly. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, Davey.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The give. There he goes. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. To the air on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Nice move to keep rolling. Oh, he broke out another move. They make the stop at the 37, but not before. He's got 10 yards and the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
That's caught. It's strong.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Knocked it right through, showing that big range
That's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Pitt pushing the pace. Looking to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's strong. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's gone. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Got the quick pass. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. wants to go up top on first down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, it still takes 3 possessions to catch them. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Pitt right back to the line.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. Corrals it at the 45. Can they catch him? Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions, a big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the...
Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes 1 play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires left. Really good throw and a better catch to pick up a chunk of yardage.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw.
Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Reynolds. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very...
He's got it for a big play. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Big guy smells it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 31 over Bowling Green. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. With the catch, it's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Pitt will have to... Went away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field Much better starting point this time.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Nittany Lions line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Give to the fullback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams. You kind of see what you have, and this team kind of proven. Like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They
Be right back when we're done.
Both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. Palmer and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They're going to run it. Turning it on! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hand, it's Reynolds. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck-up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get to...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So USC's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up.
Oh, he's got some space. Hard-hitting tackle. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. To the air, it's Fafita. Caught close to the marker, it's Strachan. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Strachan. And they pick up just a few on that completion. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Lyons. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I love the job by the receiver there on the pro route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like...
Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO fired complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Fafita. A little screen to the running back. Spins away from the defender.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And the returner is stopped. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Grabbed in the middle. It's Strong. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up, and I can just make plays right behind it.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, they right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal on the 1. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal.
Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Got a man, it's Strachan. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Strachan. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Lyons. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Fowler. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Uncorks it. Working that left side. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Caught in the backfield. It's Strachan. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum. And
they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Intercepted. The defense has set him up. And they make the play.
Dude,
make
what
sure there's
the
not
glitch
any
is that?
scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, the ground game. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Nice move to pick up yardage. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Makes the catch. It's Booker. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And that
picked off. What a way to set him up.
Okay.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop a coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Snagged in the middle. It's Reynolds. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going for it all. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sprocket. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. we open the final period with a third down play. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Booker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And, guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
And I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Off the play fake. Bring in the heat. Caught. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Nittany Lions are on the move. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get...
There he goes. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He breaks a tackle.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
From the gun, the running back has it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 First down. They'll snap it from the 32. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.
Alright, we're fixing to head out. We will be back before the Thursday game tonight. And when we get back, we will be playing Minnesota, Rutgers, Michigan, possibly Northwestern. Yeah, see y'all then.